Past 80 years, a family-owned business known as Masaba has continued to grow, making conveyors and material handling equipment.
Today, Vermillion, South Dakota-based company, along with members of the community, gathered to celebrate its latest expansion.
So we've grown a lot faster than I initially anticipated.
This new 147,000 square foot facility is now home for Masaba's steel and metal fabrication production. Through the facility, the company is able to add additional welding and assembly bays, increasing its production. The new facility created over 27,000 square feet of office space, conference rooms, break areas, and employee amenities like a workout room. This new facility allowed Masaba to create 50 jobs. The company started production in that building in May, and the office spaces were done in September. When company leaders started talking about the need for expansion a few years ago, it was vital for them to stay local.
So all the money we bring in is going into the local economy, whether that's through housing, food, clothing, but us as a manufacturer, we buy a lot of components from vendors, and we try to keep it as local as we can, which again is supporting other families and so forth.
Today, Masaba leaders held an open house to invite the community to see its new development. Everyone got a tour from workers and saw demonstrations of the lasers used to cut the steel. They also saw the steel storage systems. The tours allowed the community to see the development of Masaba, but also how the company's growth can impact the community.
It's so important to the Vermillion community to continue to grow. If you're not growing, you're obviously stagnant, and I can say the same for Masaba. Masaba sees an advantage in our community, and they are great about giving back. They also have a wonderful knack for hiring amazingly talented people. So we are excited for this expansion. We're excited to welcome new talent into the community as well as Masaba.
During the construction of the new building, Masaba was able to cut some of that steel in-house, allowing Masaba to add a special touch in its own facility.